This is Professor Homa, and I'm going to go through the car loan payment exercise with you for people who missed it in class or didn't get a chance to do it yet or just need a little overview. Basically, this is like the mortgage exercise that we did with PMT. PMT will just figure out monthly payments with interest, so we're going to put in some figures here to kind of go through the process of buying a car, an $18,000 car. We're going to do our trade and also our down payment, and then figure out what we're going to be paying monthly and see how, and also see some effects on that based on different amounts or different interest rates along with that. So what I'm going to do first, I'm going to follow the sheet, the instructions that are along with that, and I'm going to go through this as quickly as I can. I'll try to do this in one or two movies. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to trade in my Camry, and I hope to get at least $3 grand from it. So I'm going to go here in cell C6. Here's cell C6 showing up in the name box, and I'm going to put 3,000 in here because that's what I hope to get in my trade. And this box is formatted for numbers, so I can only have to put in 3,000, and it'll say, and it'll put the $sign and the .00 in there. Okay. Number 2 on the instructions that I have here are in cell 5. Create a formula that subtracts the trade from the amount. So we're just going to subtract 3,000 from 18,000, and it should come out to 15,000, but I do want to put in a formula so that this can get figured out even if we change numbers. So I'm going to go in here in cell C5, and I'm going to put a formula. So I'm going to go equals sum, and in parentheses I'm going to do cell C4 minus cell C6. So I'm going to subtract the initial sale price cell, which is C4, with the trade-in cell, which is C6. Finish off my parentheses, and I'll hit return, and there's my formula, and it came up to 15,000. But the formula that's showing up here is C4 minus C6. Okay, so I'm on to number 3 on our worksheet, which is in cell C7. Enter down payment of 1,000. This is if you have some money that you want to put down that'll cut down on your payments or cut down on the amount. So I'm going to put down, if you have some money saved up, I'm going to put down $1,000. I'll put down 1,000 in cell C7, so that's also what I'm going to put down. So hopefully along with that in my down payment I could get my monthly payment down. Now in cell C10, okay, this is number 4 on the sheet, sale price with trade minus down payment. So we're going to figure this all at once here. So the loan amount, we're going to subtract not only the trade-in, but also we're going to subtract the down payment. So, we could just do that math, but we'll make a formula here in C10. So I'm going to go sum, or equals sum, and then parentheses, I'm going to subtract our sale price now and subtract the down payment. So I'm going to do 15,000, or I'm going to use cell C5 minus my down payment cell, which is C7, parentheses on there, and that comes out to 14,000. And again, we could have just added this up, but now if we change any of these numbers, everything will recalculate for us. So we now know the loan amount is going to be 14,000 because we have $1,000 down payment and the $3,000 trade-in. We're down to 14,000. So now we're going to figure that in monthly payments, and we're going to do this 4 years, 48-month payment. So we're going to see how this works out, and we're going to use the PMT function to do this. So I'm going to go into this C11. And the earlier version I had said C9, but this should be C11 if you had an earlier worksheet. And I'm going to click on the insert function. I'm not just going to type this. I'm going to click on insert function while I'm in cell C11, and I'm going to click on this, and it'll give you some help to do some functions. And I'm going to use the PMT function, which I may have to go and look for. Here's PMT, and I'm going to hit OK, and it's going to ask me to put in a couple things. Now I have these on the sheet. My rate that's showing on the sheet is going to be C8, cell C8 divided by 12. And what that's doing is taking my interest rate and dividing that over 12 months. So I'm doing my interest rate divided by 12, C8 divided by 12. For the N per, that's the length of the loan in months, so that's 48. And for the PV, that's the loan amount, and that's C10. That's what I'm using for my C10. So I'll put in C10. And again, for this one, I won't put in 48. I should change that. I should put in C9 for that one. So I should put in the cell reference. And I'll hit OK. And I come out with a number of 322.41. And I'm going to stop there because I'm at my 5-minute mark, but we'll finish this up in the next movie.